Hey, what's up, everyone? Dragon back again with another edition of the Kaiju Commentary. Today we are watching the conclusion to the Godzilla animated trilogy, The Planet Eater. Now, when you see the Polygon logo appear on your screen, that is your cue to start listening to us. So we're going to kick things off in 3, 2, 1. Hello! Welcome to another edition of the Kaiju Commentary. Today we are watching Godzilla, The Planet Eater.
Screonk.
Screonk?
I heard there's a lot of monster fighting in this movie.
There is, I have seen this movie, these guys have not, so I've been hyping them up, for all the non-stop kaiju on kaiju action in this movie.
Well, that's
this one
good.
isn't as convoluted as
It's about time
I know, like,
that we see some payoff for this trilogy that we've invested.
well, of course you will. I mean,
invested in.
King Ghidorah is in the movie.
Right.
They've been saving all the action,
Every time
for
Godzilla and King Ghidorah have met previously, they have fought quite a bit.
Yeah,
I imagine.
it's not like they're just on screen together and, like, that's it. It's like a legit brawl.
Oh, that would be crazy. Blasphemy, even.
If, they just kind of struck a pose for, like, half an hour or whatever.
Right.
They would never do that.
I really don't like what you're leading this into.
All the people who have watched this movie are like, fuck you. And the horse you rode in on. And all the people who haven't seen this movie but can kind of deduce what I'm getting at here are like, fuck you. And the horse you in fact rode in on.
You have a horse?
Not since I got fucked to death by everybody who was listening to this commentary getting angry with me.
Each person that watched it fucked your horse?
God damn it.
No, I will say this about this film, all jokes aside. Thematically, it's the best out of all of them. And it's actually a really, really interesting story. So narrative-wise, it's a really actually good movie. It's a really intelligent script. Yeah. It's a really intelligent script.
Cool. But
Because if you
it's just interesting to have the largest Godzilla we've ever seen. He's probably destroyed, or has been seen destroying the least.
Yeah.
Of any.
Yeah. No, he's over 300 meters. He's basically like he can just wipe out the planet if he wants.
Well,
and this would be the largest King Ghidorah we've seen as well.
Ooh, what are we looking at here? Kaleidoscope.
It's supposed to be kind of like... So now, a reviewer actually pointed something out or said something that I didn't think about at the time, but it kind of makes sense that King Ghidorah in this film is kind of like a Lovecraftian god, the way he's kind of depicting this film. Like, all this stuff right here feels very weird and abstract and psychedelic.
I don't see a bunch of eyes and tentacles, though.
Well, Ghidorah pretty much just is tentacles in this movie, But again, I like the concept, the origin they created for Ghidorah in this movie. It's different than any one we've had before, but it's really good. Again, conceptually speaking, this movie is damn good. It's just the execution that I think, and I think that's kind of the case for what a lot of people feel for this trilogy. The ideas aren't bad; they're just a little lackluster. And I've heard multiple, dare I say, excuses for why that is on the production side, but ultimately we don't really know. I've heard them say that, Polygon said Toho wanted it more, didn't want like your traditional like battle on battle Godzilla movies. They were working with restraints. I've heard them say too that, they wanted to try and do something new. So I don't know.
That's kind of upsetting that you make the biggest Godzilla known to man and you don't want the battles.
Yeah, I mean, again, I at the end of the day, I'm still glad that. I love how this is really picking up right after the last movie. It's like the next day. Mm-hmm. But I like that Toho still is trying to do different things with Godzilla. I'm glad they're doing that. But the drawback that comes with that is that, unfortunately, they're not all going to be winners. Yeah, look at that Godzilla. My God, I want to see that Godzilla just...
I've honestly erased most of the last movie from my memory, which is not very hard for me, but...
And someone, I mean, I know it sounds like I'm just kind of referencing other people, but someone even said, too, it's like, when the movie doesn't, plot-wise, know what to do with Godzilla, Godzilla just conveniently goes into, like, slumber mode. Like, okay, he's sleeping again. I'm just like, well, that's the thing. Godzilla just feels like a big plot device in these movies, where he's just, when he's not needed, he's just conveniently sleeping. Mm-hmm. And then when the human characters have nothing to do, okay, Godzilla wakes up and starts moving. It's like, I like it when Godzilla is an inconvenience for everyone, because whether you...
Like
where he's like the main fixture of the movie, not just the plot device.
And this film is much more of a drama with the, I don't want to say human characters, not all of them are humans, but the humanoid characters. So from that side of things, this movie is actually very, very good. The thing is, though, human characters and drama is great in a kaiju film, but at some point, the kaijus need to just, do
Listen, they're just playing red light, green light, okay?
Yeah, well, Godzilla's does red light a lot in these movies.
No.
So yeah, like now you're seeing the events of the last for here there, where they're basically seeing. Okay, so you have the two sides, the humans and the other aliens, and they're basically this is going to kind of create like the rift between them because both sides are going to interpret what happened very differently. Yeah. Because to them, they thought like, no, we need to merge with Mechagodzilla and become, a giant mechanized monster. To them, that was what we should be doing. So now you're starting to also see like infighting and like difference of opinions and ideologies. But again, all that's really interesting if it culminates with Godzilla punching the shit out of King Ghidorah. That's the same thing with the last movie. All the stuff they talk about with Mechagodzilla, the idea, what he represents, that's great. That's great. As long as it culminated in a giant Mechagodzilla rising up and fighting Godzilla. As long as we get that, you can have the most in-depth psychological ideas you want. I'm down with it. But it still has to end up with like a giant monster punching another giant monster.
I mean, why have Mechagodzilla if you're not going to have Mechagodzilla?
Yeah, and that was the kind of thing. So, at least with this film, we do get King Ghidorah.
Are you saying that there's not even going to be one fight?
No, I mean, there's an altercation. There's a disagreement.
You put it that way.
There's clearly two giant creatures that do not like each other. Like, when you see them, it's clear that, they might have different political views. They might have different stances on
different sides
No.
of the aisle.
They're going to agree to disagree here.
Yeah, I mean,
they're going to walk their separate ways.
They're clearly agreeing to disagree in this film. So
I just feel like
it's a war of ideologies, Alex.
I mean, at least so far, I just feel like they're trying to make this movie more, like, I don't want to say political. I mean, it is to an extent, but like, they're just focusing too much on one side of it and not the other.
Yeah, I mean, again, some of my favorite Godzilla movies are actually very political.
Well, that's what I mean.
But they make up for it with
it's
the
like
Godzilla
an animated series. You can do whatever you want with this Godzilla. You can make it fight a million things.
This might as well have been live action.
Whatever you want.
Right.
The amount of fighting.
They're missing out on that.
Well, and exactly, that was the other big thing I always thought. Like, for better or for worse, animation.
There's no budget. Like, it's a lot easier to
Yeah. I mean, you could make Godzilla do cartwheels in this movie if you want to, and you don't have to worry about, how are we going to make this suit do that? It's like you could, and I remember before the first one came out, there was all these predictions saying, "Oh, because it's animation, man, we can see Godzilla do anything because he's not restricted." And I've never seen a Godzilla that is so physically limited than in this animated film, where he could literally, walk on his hands if he wanted to, because I mean, again, they could have done so much more. And the fact they made him again the biggest Godzilla, I'm like, wow. It just feels wasted.
He's very much a plot device, and that's it.
Yeah. He's there to further the kind of the human drama. This is much more a story about humans. And Godzilla very much is just there in the background. So, I don't know. I mean, again, the reasons for...
Which is fine, but...
If there was a payoff...
I don't know. I mean, yeah. Especially, it's like, okay, you made a trilogy. I mean, typically there would be, like, that payoff. You would find some payoff in the finale of the trilogy.
The last one? Or?
Yeah, this is it. Because
I mean, there was originally planned to be like much more.
It was really like a series, and then Toho from what again, this is all what I read. I don't know, I could be completely wrong, but from what I read, originally they were planning a series, and then they decided to kind of consolidate it into like a trilogy of films.
I imagine it had to have been because there were issues with production. And they're like, all right, let's kind of scale back and just get this out there.
Yeah.
Let's get these 3 films out as quickly as possible.
Well, because I know they have their mandate now that they wanted to have a Godzilla movie coming out every year, and this is going to kind of fill the gap between, like, Shin and, like, the Godzilla King of the Monsters. And then in 2021, Toho is launching their own cinematic universe, live action. So I just get the sense that this feels a little bit more like a placeholder. That way they can just say, we had a Godzilla movie coming out every year. But
there is one this year.
But I mean, if the stuff that you're putting out every year isn't good, you're just wasting your time.
Yeah, it's definitely got to be. It's just trying to feel. That was my only fear when I heard that. It was a little like, okay, we're going quantity over quality a little bit. Like, I would rather wait 3 years in between a Godzilla movie, and then when it comes out, it's like, wow, it's.
Didn't I hear in the YouTube video yesterday that in the comics, Godzilla went and fought Satan and killed him?
Then there's a Godzilla in Hell comic. Yeah, he went to hell and like fought like demonic incarnations of all his enemies, killed them, kills Satan, and I think he kills God, and then in doing so he breaches a hole in time and space.
And kills Zeus.
Yeah, he ends up like in Mount Olympus, and then just kills all the Greek gods, because as one does.
Could you do something like that where he's just
that's my point.
Kill like
again, it's a super like over the top plot where it's like, who cares? Yeah, Godzilla goes to hell. And he just fights demon versions of his own. Cool, good. And by demon they were just like all his monsters with glowing red eyes. I'm like, yep. And he just killed them all in the bowels of hell. Fantastic. Do it. I mean, again, I just feel it's a missed opportunity. On a positive note, the animation's gotten better, so.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So there's something.
But it is funny, like, we're talking about this animation and, like, the things that allows you to do. And not only, like, is Godzilla extremely slow-moving, all the people are, too.
Yeah.
Like, extremely.
You don't have that anime kind of, like, hyper-real kind of feel that anime, traditionally speaking, was always kind of, like, known for.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's very, very stoic, and I kind of feel like, you could have just done this live action.
It's just, there's so many little things about these three films that just make you think rushed.
Yeah. And again, if it had led to, like, a big payoff at the end of this movie, I'd be like, okay. You kind of just almost think of it as, like, one long movie.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. But I'll be honest with you, if you guys have seen the trailer to this movie, you've already seen the final fight.
Don't say that.
You've seen the final fight. Just imagine that scene in the trailer for about half an hour.
That's okay. I'm already disappointed.
Well, I haven't seen the trailer, but...
Oh, good. So you'll be, like, somewhat surprised.
Surprise!
So, but again...
it's just a glimpse in, like, a minute trailer that's like, oh, that's the fight.
I just can't wait to see Mothra. I was really excited to hear that she's in
Don't blink! Don't blink. Don't look away. Don't cough. Don't even think about something else because it might distract from the visual on the screen. Now, I do like hear how you're starting to see like the humans who are now being stranded here. They're starting to really just commit to this religion, like this ideology, and it's like really starting to like they feel they have nothing left, so they're just diving all in. So again, there's a lot of ideas in this movie that I really, really like, and I like how they're explored. And he's considerably more tolerable than he was in the first film. Like, he's gotten better with each movie. Like, the first film, I just always like, get off the screen, please, because every time you open your mouth, I disagree with everything that comes out. And then the second film, kind of halfway through, you start to chill out. And this movie, he's a lot more like, all right, he's been through some shit. He's kind of more reasonable.
He just reminds me of Eren Yeager.
Again, when King Ghidorah does show up for the first, when his arrival is actually the best part of the movie, and it's actually done really, really well and really, really cool. So when I saw that, I was like, oh wow, okay. So I just kind of wish they kind of kept that going. But yeah, no, I like conceptually how they're dealing with this now. You're going to kind of realize that King Ghidorah might have actually been closer than we had thought this whole time. Yes? Oh.
Personal. What? Shh. Oh my goodness.
I feel like I've heard that guy's voice in every anime I've ever watched.
Who, his?
No, the other guy.
Well, I know like the voice cast in these films were actually kind of a lot kind of bigger voice actors over there, kind of like top tier because it was like a big production. So you probably have. So I know a lot of these voice actors have been doing it for a while, and they're in a lot of like bigger animes.
I'm working on my anime gasps.
We're like, oh, oh, oh. That's all you do. They just hire you just for like anime, like voice reactions and stuff.
Right.
Like it's like you're like the actor's like voice stunt guy.
Yeah,
he can't do his own reactions.
I'm just like, water, please, water. I need some water.
Just in the booth.
I'm known for being just a complete diva on set, and like all I do is.
That's art.
Okay. It's my process, you know.
Yeah, so he's starting to like question. Because in the second film, they kind of mentioned a little bit like, oh, there's something technically worse than Godzilla out there that destroyed our civilization. And most people kind of figured, yeah, you're talking about King Ghidorah. So the fact that it's King Ghidorah is not a surprise to anyone. It was more or less just like, okay, how are they going to incorporate him into this kind of new mythology? So I kind of like how they're basically saying, yeah, like, God to them is just really science.
And God to them is King Ghidorah.
Yep. He just says that.
Yep.
But yes, yeah, but I like how he's basically saying, like, really, God is just kind of what your species worship. Like, it's what you put the utmost value in. So it's really just more of a semantic. I gotta say, I don't know if I said this in the other film. I think I said it for the first one, but I actually really like the music in all these movies. It kind of feels like the kind of music you would hear in like the 80s and 90s Godzilla films. So it has a very kind of analog. I mean, it's just probably a weird thing that only I noticed, but it has a very kind of analog orchestral quality to it, which is weird, like juxtaposed as like really modern 3D style animation. But no, so I like the music in these movies.
A little close. Give me some space, bud.
His face is like, what the fuck? Just hear him throwing up in the background.
Yeah.
But they don't use a human voice for that. They just like take a bucket full of water and turn upside down. Ew.
Oh yeah, these guys are still up here.
Yeah, remember these guys?
No, don't.
Oh, they're gonna do more of this movie than they've done anything else. Okay, so now we have like, okay, you're starting to see the factions of the different races breaking up because of this one.
An objection by force.
So yeah, well, so I like how it would initially look like everyone was in this together, and now you kind of realize like everyone was helping each other for their own agenda. Like humanity was, trying to get Earth back, and these guys were essentially trying to help them get Earth back. So essentially, they could then assert their dominion over Earth through Mechagodzilla. And you kind of find out, like, yeah, so that's why they were building Mechagodzilla. Godzilla was going to be essentially their siege weapon. See, I kind of feel like this should have happened in the first movie. Everyone kind of breaks up faction-wise, and then essentially it is Godzilla that kind of forces everyone to kind of like have to work together and deal with, because again, Godzilla is the great equalizer. With
that happened a little bit in the second one, right?
A little bit, but like now it's a full-on mutiny. Like all the sides are breaking apart, and like that's it. Like they're no one's friends anymore.
Oh, does she become Mothra?
No, because that would be something that happens. Things don't happen in this movie.
Yeah.
It's not one of those movies.
She doesn't have anything to do with Mothra.
You see how she is right now?
Yeah. She's like that.
I really hope you like her the way she is right now. Like, I really hope you feel like this is the best her character has ever been. Because if that's the answer, then you will not be disappointed with the performance in this movie.
Right now, my review of this movie is sitting at worst movie.
Jesus.
Worst movie.
Worse than Young Gary.
I don't know, man.
Oh, that one's tough. That one's tough.
Well, the one thing that Young Gary has going for it is that
stuff happens.
Nobody thought it was going to be good.
True.
Like
there was no pretense.
Nobody expected Young Gary to be something.
We were talking about the 1999 remake, by the way, folks. Yeah, that movie was like, yeah, I don't. Again,
God,
stuff.
that's 20 years ago.
Stuff happened in that movie at least.
Where it's like this, every piece of marketing material or like teaser has been of the monsters.
Yep. Even the poster, it's got Godzilla in the middle with like all the Ghidorah heads like wrapped around.
Yeah.
Like, in theory,
And we're stuck with these
combat.
stupid humans the whole time.
And then you just never see them through. It's almost 6 hours of Godzilla, and you see him for like 3 minutes.
You sure feel
You saw him a lot in the second one, but he was just walking.
Yeah, he was just getting from. Oh yeah, you're gonna Godzilla.
You saw him travel a quarter mile, if that.
Yeah. So we just heard something on the aliens communicator, and for those of you who are like hardcore Godzilla fans, you'll recognize that was the King Ghidorah like cry that he makes in the Showa era. So they're dropping a little hint, but like in this film, like these sounds aren't actually King Ghidorah sounds. They're like stuff that is like involved with him. So you hear like King Ghidorah's classic noise, but it's not really even him doing it. It's just like associated with him. So I don't know. Again, the whole thing about like Toho saying with these movies they didn't want monster action. I don't know, because I don't understand why they would mandate something like that.
Seems very un-Godzilla-like.
And if that's the case, then why even have King Ghidorah in the movie? Like, what is the point? If he's not going to add anything.
Well, that's what it's so annoying about it. It's like they go, yeah, it's gonna have Mecha Godzilla, it's gonna have Godzilla, it's gonna have King Ghidorah, it's gonna have Mothra, it's gonna have all these things.
Everything.
It's gonna have all these things, and then it's like, yeah, watch our movie. And you watch it, it's like...
But this is a soap opera, actually.
Well, that's kind of what they're going for.
It's like, nothing happened.
But even in the marketing, too, like, this film, they marketed the hell out of the whole idea of Godzilla fighting King Ghidorah. Because I was honestly really curious to see what the largest Godzilla ever would look like in a fight. That's what I was really... Because I was thinking, too, like, man, that means King Ghidorah is going to be the biggest one we've ever seen, too.
Yeah, because King Ghidorah is typically just bigger than Godzilla.
Yeah, exactly. So that must mean this King Ghidorah must be like just ridiculously huge. So this scene is kind of interesting because it was kind of... They don't really show something, but it's kind of something's kind of implied here. I was kind of like, oh, okay. Just watch out on him. Like, yeah, not really what I was expecting when he brought me back to your place.
He's so emo.
But it's working for him. No, stupid. So with that, by the way, if a girl ever starts talking to you about Godzilla and then says she wants to connect life, that is a keeper. And she's willing to take off your overly cumbersome space armor too. Yeah, she doesn't have to. She really wants to. And you suck.
What's wrong with you?
Look, nothing's good has happened to you in any of these movies.
Yeah, you're right. Nothing happens in this movie.
Yeah, here you're going to hear, I think, again, a little bit more of King Ghidorah. Or next time they show it. Yep, there you go. See, little things like that, you hear that, and you're like, oh, because for me, it triggers me, because I'm like, oh my god, King Ghidorah. And as soon as I hear that little noise, my mind is flooded with, like, all the years of watching King Ghidorah, the battles, the whole thing that comes with that little sound. So when they do that, it's like, okay, right away, I have expectations. I hear that noise, and I expect something very specific to happen.
You're such a nerd.
I am such a nerd, but with that said, I am the target demographic for this movie, so appease me.
I hear that noise and I get an instant hard-on.
Yep, not even a semi. I'm talking like full mass. Like, that flag is raised, flapping in the breeze, and we are all saluting it.
I am not saluting that flag.
I am also not saluting that.
Just fun. I was to do King Ghidorah all by myself.
Salute King Ghidorah all by myself.
Full dick salute.
Why not? He's clearly not doing it.
Right.
But see, I like too now, like, you're starting to see the ulterior motive here. Because these guys have always been, you could always tell they were coming off.
They should have had him and her, the Earthling, meet in the first film. Like, early on.
Yeah.
And then they have the sex. She gets pregnant with twins.
And that's how they do it?
Yeah.
And the movies go over like a course of like longer period of time.
Yeah.
So by the time we get to number 3, it's been like 8 years.
Or even that's how they find out twins are in the womb. Just from the womb, Mothra, like they're activating Mothra or Mothra's input. Yeah. Her pregnant belly like lights up.
That would have been good. All these are good ideas.
Better than what they did.
All these are things that are not in the movie.
Dude, when pregnant bellies light up. That'd be a good idea.
That's a good movie right there.
So I think this is the other twin now.
So was he raped?
Well, no, because it's implying that the twin, he thought that was the one who was trying to sleep with him before was the one he first met. But he just realized, oh, the one I first met knew how to take off my armor. Because the other one was struggling, so now he realized, oh, it was the kind of the more, not the mean one, but the one that wasn't really too keen on him.
Wait, is she...
So the one that he thought that liked him was actually not the one now that the first one that just tried to have sex with him. And it was implying that because she didn't know how to take off his armor, whereas the other one already had. So now this is the other one. This is the first one, I believe.
So he'll sleep with her.
Because it's not wrong. Because she knows how to take off his armor.
Okay, I guess so.
You look like Luz.
You're a loser.
That's the funniest way of calling guy like Luz. Guy comes up to you at a bar, you look like Luz. Get away from me.
And you just reply with, harder. Say it again.
Yes, I like how she confronts
This
him.
is the other one?
Yeah.
This is the one that he turned down?
I believe so, yeah, because she left. And the fact that they're both psychic, for them, that's kind of an indication, like, okay, she realizes that he's been hiding something, the fact that he has this ability.
Oh, he's gonna kill her.
Again, all this stuff is good here. I like this stuff. It works. It's very serviceable as build-up.
But
Yeah. But again, I like how now you're seeing like how much you're finding out now how much of what we've been seeing is actually just subterfuge. That a lot of this is basically the humans in these films have just been, just being played this entire time by everyone. Both alien races have been using them for their own kind of purposes and needs. So they thought they were there helping them, when in actuality they were just kind of just the pawns. Judo chop.
thought he was about to do the whole
Be with God.
name of the Father, the Mother, and both of her sons.
And the Holy Father's baby daddy.
Very creepy.
Well, yeah, yeah.
So enjoy that shot, because that is the only full body shot you'll be seeing of King
Don't say
Ghidorah.
that.
So you saw the full body shot of King Ghidorah, right?
Not like this.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Not like this.
I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, this movie sucks.
Oh wait! Godzilla's waking up.
Yeah, he'll spend the next 45 minutes opening his eye.
Now he's looking for the other twin. I'm done with the other one. Can I? I want to change my
Twins, right?
answer. On the
Did he make a soup out of her?
He added her to the soup.
Twin soup. I don't know if that's say, but twin soup.
I've got
What does it mean?
I've got absolutely nothing.
Oh, that is some good soup. Wait, is this twin soup?
This tastes a
Jesus.
lot like the girl I was just with.
Just, double, I don't know.
her eyes are a different color. This tastes like a girl who didn't know how to take off my suit.
It is twin soup.
Oh my goodness. Is she alive?
Oh.
I think it was just a twin.
Okay.
Or it was just a twin dream?
That was a weird dream. Those are not the type of dreams you want to be having.
It's not the kind of dreams I have when I have dreams about twins. One's floating in soup.
Where's his nipple?
Y'all want some soup? Thank you for the soup.
Thank you for the soup.
That's all it is, just a ritual of soup.
What's the secret ingredient?
Maybe that's all Godzilla and Ghidorah need is just soup.
Just
The
soup.
answer.
Mm-hmm.
It's just two completely different plot points. Godzilla just starts moving, and it's just him moving for the rest of the movie in the background. We just keep cutting back to it randomly, and the rest of it is just like
See,
like
it's all
Iron
about
Chef
soup.
or something.
Man, they ate all the soup.
That's a lot of soup.
Fat.
That's very deep. It simply ceased to be soup in a pot. Because the pot is now empty. And that is what devotion means. Because
That is
we are not soup.
We are not soup.
Good observation.
Just a point, guys, in case you didn't know.
We are, in fact, not soup.
But you are soup because the soup is in your veins.
Mm-hmm.
It has become one of us.
Yep. The
We
soup
are
is
all
now you.
soup now.
You are
I
now
fooled
soup.
you.
Jesus Christ. It's gonna be this whole conversation with this weird, like, demonic chanting of everyone just talking over each other about soup. Soup, you are not soup.
Soup is now you. You are now
What is
soup.
Soup in your veins. Cutting to random shots of Godzilla just walking.
I just want to see it cut to like, hey, you guys drank fucking twin soup.
This Godzilla's going like this. And everybody's like, hey, you awake?
He just looks back
No.
down. No. He doesn't want to be in this movie.
Yeah.
Nope. Just hypernetic. Shut up.
This movie would not be good for my image. That's what my agent says.
It's gonna slumber in this movie. We're going to make this one more of a character drama. You know, trying something new.
Are you willing to become soup for more?
I would love to see like this Godzilla on like Jimmy Kimmel or something. So do you smash anything? What
I mean,
because it was like
emotionally, I do crush it.
yeah.
I mean, no one slumbers quite like me in this
I'd
movie.
like to see that shot on Jimmy
so
Kimmel where
bad.
it's just like his foot that you see.
Like the speech bubble coming from up top off
Yeah.
screen.
The Golden King. Oh boy.
So they're summoning him?
Yeah, so that's the whole point. You thought like, oh, Ghidorah was just this external force that destroyed their planet, and they're saying, oh yeah, there's other monsters like Godzilla. Come to find out, the god they've been worshiping this whole time is in fact a monster that destroyed their world, and that perhaps he destroyed their world on purpose.
See, religion is bad, people. That's the takeaway.
It makes for boring movies.
It's a weapon they made.
Oh,
He's like a Final Fantasy summon now, though. If he can just
Yeah.
be summoned with a fucking crystal.
Wait, so is it confirmed that actually was twin soup?
I think it was more like a metaphor for what he was saying. I think it was Ghidorah soup.
Well, what happened to her?
Wait, is he coming out of the pot?
It's like his
What the fuck was that?
Yeah, so right now it's a shadow that's killing people. That's the same when they say like he's like a Lovecraftian god in this.
It's just like knowing about him
But
can
why are
drive you
they
insane
blue
type of
inside?
thing.
Why are they fiber optic blue?
That's
the soup.
the color of the soup.
So the part that's coming up here is like the best part in the movie. It's good. Like I legitimately love this scene. I'm not even saying, oh, I like it, for this movie. It's good. That's why I wanted more of the movie to be this, because this is good.
How is it victory if they're all dead?
Because they don't know that yet.
Oh.
They're all being played.
So they're just dumb.
Yeah, they're basically.
I mean, aren't they chanting to summon the
Yeah.
guy who destroyed the world or whatever? So
Yeah, but then they
You know-
think he's going to destroy Godzilla. Well, he's going to destroy Godzilla because he's going to destroy
isn't
the
Godzilla
world.
just sitting there sleeping?
Yeah.
Couldn't they come up with a different plan to kill him?
Oh, that's
Maybe build a
They could
large
just,
cage, or
Leave.
yeah. They think they're summoning King Ghidorah to destroy Godzilla, but again, he's going to destroy Godzilla, and they said that he will destroy the planet. So they're not lying to
but
you.
Godzilla is the planet eater.
No, Ghidorah is the planet eater.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does he eat the planet and then become the
Yeah,
planet?
bring us to a glorious end. It's nothing I want more than a glorious end.
Here we have our
But
first.
if they fled from their planet after it being destroyed, they would have seen him destroy it, right?
Yeah. Well,
Is
you're
this
going to.
Ghidorah or Shenron?
Again, there's more to it than that. They're going to. Again, the story is good. I like the story of this.
Does it look like,
I like how-
proper analysis?
How panicked that guy's voice was. Can you provide me with proper analysis?
So I like here they're saying running time error. So right now you're going to find there's like time dilation. So basically they don't know something is happening until technically it's already happened. So it's going to lead for a really creepy scene coming up that I love. Yeah. So all this stuff for her I like.
Where's the ship being taken?
That's a one big snaky boy.
I know. Where's the rest of him?
I think they're gonna die.
Nah, they're fine.
I'm sure he's fine.
It's probably for the best.
I disagree. I don't think he's okay.
Clearly, this is all a prank.
See, now the humans got to side with Godzilla.
You see, look at that. It was destroyed 40 seconds ago, but they just got the transmission. So there's...
Wait, what? Are they in a loop?
They're on a time delay. So basically, by the time they hear something's happened, it technically has already happened. So the best part of the whole movie is coming up right here. Right there, that line. So she knew they were dead already because this has technically already happened 40 seconds ago. But because of the way Ghidorah is distorting space-time, they haven't seen it happen yet. So they knew they were dead before they were already dead. That's why she was saying, like, oh, we've already lost because technically it's already happened.
Now they're all dead.
So I love that. That was cool. I love this whole idea.
But it doesn't get expanded upon more
Nope!
than that?
Nope! That's it. That was the highlight of the whole movie, folks.
Okay.
That was the big build-up. And again, that's when I saw that. I was like, oh shit, it's on. Because now the stakes just got, like, catapulted.
I've been wanting to know what the stakes are.
God damn
Guess
it.
what the soup is.
Now we know. Now we know.
You don't need to know the stakes.
Twin soup.
I don't need to know the stakes. I just want to know what's in the goddamn soup. I don't think we'll ever know what's in the soup.
So,
Okay, 30 minutes later, he's got the eye fully
His
open.
ass and wake up. About time.
Does he sense a disturbance in the force?
What on earth is going on?
They must love being able to say that again.
Oh, so the lookout tower. Let's go.
Those are masks.
yeah.
Yeah. It's a population of identical people.
So now you're going to start seeing, the manifestation of the three heads.
Are they all separated in time by 40 seconds?
It's just the same head, but like 3 times by 40 seconds.
Right.
I'm kind of surprised they didn't do that. Because that would just really piss me off. So I'm really shocked they didn't go that way.
Yeah, so King Ghidorah actually has one
head, but just because of the time distortion, it looks like it's 3.
Yeah.
I'm really surprised they didn't do that.
40 seconds ago, he was actually over here, and 40 seconds before that, he was over here.
So now we're seeing it all up.
He's right here.
Oh my god.
But we're seeing it all at the same time.
I can't believe they didn't do that. It's so fucking maddening. And I'm like, oh, of course this movie would do that. That is so on brand for these movies.
What's the point in finding out? Y'all dead.
Oh my gosh, is he going Super Saiyan?
What?
Welcome me from my slumber.
Oh man.
What is he turning or is the camera turning?
I can't tell.
Oh, he's definitely turning.
Okay.
And he's going straight to Super Saiyan Blue, so...
You know it's a threat.
Yeah.
Godzilla just really hates rain. That's all.
It really makes.
It's just a tropical depression, you know.
Really rustles his jimmies.
Rustled my jimmies. It's been a while.
All right, so now we begin the another quarter-mile trek of Godzilla,
Oh my god.
which is going to take up most of the movie.
This fucking boy some roller
Just
skates.
Just
Look
like
how cool this
Godzilla,
Godzilla fucking looks.
I know. Like I want to see him just throw down.
Yeah.
I mean, the visuals right now are.
I want to see him like
dope.
punch into the middle of the earth, grab the core, and like throw it at like King Ghidorah.
Don't tease me with things I will never have.
Pull the core of the earth
Yeah.
out.
Look at him, dude. He looks like he can do that. It's like we don't get to see
Looks like he
anything.
deadlifts Europe's core on a daily basis. That's what Godzilla does. He wakes up from slumber, deadlifts Europe's core, puts it back down, and goes back to sleep. That's my Godzilla. So yeah, you're basically gonna find out. So yeah, so I mean, it's not really a spoiler. They're kind of saying it now, but yeah, essentially, King Ghidorah in this film is an interdimensional being.
Mm.
So he exists outside of our reality. So that's why a lot of people say he's like a Lovecraftian god, where in the sense where he's like this being that is not bound by the physics of our universe, but like surpasses it. So
Wait,
again,
where do all the bodies go? They just fucking disappear?
You know what? I'm actually going to go ahead and say that they actually did do what we're saying that.
Which part?
I'm betting like the
theory
three heads.
supports it,
I'm betting the
but
three heads are just like him,
past, present, future Ghidorah.
or just like from like different alternate dimension Ghidorah. But I don't know. They shown the full body thing, and he had three heads. So.
But then again,
But maybe that was just past, present, future.
Right.
But then again, Mechagodzilla was on the cover of the second movie, but not in the movie. So who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Like, why is he
Maybe this is Mothra. Who knows?
It also have been really cool for like King Ghidorah to show up, like all this build up, and then Godzilla just obliterates.
Just destroys him.
Yeah.
Like, no contact. It just
Right.
completely subverts expectation. Like, no.
Yeah.
It's epic not because it's a big fight. It's epic because Godzilla just
Would Godzilla
murders.
Yeah.
make a soup out of him?
Yeah, you're like, because then you could say like, this is a Godzilla you've never seen before.
Or there is no fight because there will never be a fight because this Godzilla is just power incarnate.
You know, and just end this movie in complete doom. Like,
Holy shit, he makes Godzilla look small.
He's a big boy.
what a roar!
I also like if you look, Ghidorah's got like a bunch of little eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it's definitely weird.
And he's like one big tentacle.
Yeah, again, if they would have just made him at least one solid creature on screen, yeah, he's weird and different, but I wouldn't
Don't
mind.
tell me he's gonna fight that thing. Is he gonna fight that thing?
No, because Ghidorah is out of phase with our reality.
Oh,
So Ghidorah can touch him, but Godzilla can't touch Ghidorah. You don't touch Ghidorah. Ghidorah
He's
touches
got
you.
ghost powers. That's not fair.
Well, because which I don't really understand how that works, because if he's out of phase with our reality and
Then
Godzilla
he
can't
should
touch
be
him,
corporeal.
yeah, then how can Ghidorah touch you, though?
Yeah.
Because you're not... So that kind of stuff, I'm like, well, that doesn't really work, because
well,
then...
it's like, okay, so maybe it's like Hit from Dragon Ball Super.
Oh.
Where only for that split second he touches you, he's occupying the same space as you.
But yeah.
And then when...
But
But
Godzilla's going to touch or try to touch Ghidorah while Ghidorah's touching him. That's the problem.
All right. Well, I haven't seen it, so...
Like right here, okay. So he's going in.
Mm-hmm.
See, Godzilla tried to
Right
hit him,
through.
went right through him.
That was such a slow swing.
But Ghidorah can get him.
Yeah.
How
So
does that
right
work?
now...
I mean, he's a
So
god,
right now,
right?
Godzilla should be able to hit him.
He's an interdimensional being. I think
Because
he's
so
a
now
robot.
Ghidorah is occupying the same dimension.
And that would make sense. So then, right now, when
Right
Godzilla
now?
goes to grab him here, but no.
No, only his face.
Maybe,
not
yeah,
his
right,
tail.
right. Maybe he can limit the parts of his body that are occupying the dimension.
Oh, okay. So like he's focusing his corporealness on his
yeah, on it, just
on his mug.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a contradiction. We don't care. Put it in the movie.
I mean, he's a god, right? Basically.
Yeah, but so's Godzilla.
No, but he's like the god of gods, right?
Well, again, that's
Kind of like the Lovecraftian thing where, he's like Godzilla's grandpa.
So where's the other heads then?
they'll show up. They're not clocked in yet. They stagger their shifts.
They're 40 seconds behind this one.
There we go.
So this is very eerie and creepy. I like this, but I wanted again all of this. I liked it how it's very odd and strange. Yeah, but then I would love.
I just wish you'd like get. To
it would just culminate into Ghidorah
more.
Well, I'm just
So
wondering
what
what
you're
this
saying, you
was,
never
what
see
this is
Ghidorah?
going to turn into, because I feel like Godzilla's going.
No, you're the fight. This is the fight. You're watching it right now.
Wait, so we never see him as Big Ghidorah
No,
with the wings and the.
no. This is the fight. Remember I told you like, oh, this is not the build up to the fight. This is the fight. This is the epic showdown right here. This is what this is.
There is no fight.
I'm not necessarily not okay with. I just depending on where this fight goes.
This is where it goes. Right here. Prepare for the rest of the movie to be this.
Oh, shut up.
Depending on where this goes. Oh, so in other words, you're okay with going nowhere.
Give me a million guesses.
That's literally like if you buy a Ferrari.
How long is this movie? Like we've already been
like
through
an hour and a half. I think.
50 minutes.
Yeah.
Like
So you got about 30 minutes of this. This is your battle. So that's like if you get a Ferrari, you're in the driveway, and you turn it on, you rev the engine, and you never leave the driveway. But you rev the shit out of the engine, but you
She
never
just
drive.
wants to die. She wants
She's not
to be
dead,
over.
or is that the second one?
that's
No,
her-
she's not
that's
dead.
The one he
She
did it
wishes
with.
she was. Though.
That's the one that he
The other
did
one's Soup.
The other one is
No. The soup never actually happened. It was like a vision.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So this
Yeah.
is the soup.
Yeah, this is the soup one.
The way like the psychic girl woke up, I was like, that happened
hey.
then, right?
Yeah, it was meant like a vision. Like the other one was like kind of projecting.
Like
her,
this is gonna
distress.
happen. Like
Yeah,
it's
like,
very easily for your sister to turn into Soup.
like shit's going down.
And he was probably only seeing the vision because he had recently slept with one.
Yeah, it was like connected.
These two are one. What? What talking about?
Again, if you listen to what he's saying, this is actually really interesting. I love what how he's describing the monsters and how they come to be. He's basically saying that they are the inevitable result of mortals in our universe. We will essentially create beings of destruction that will undo our worlds, which is great if they have a cool battle that undoes the world. So again, I love the origin of Ghidorah in this. It's very different, but it's very...
He just sounds like a psycho.
It does, but that's what makes it scary, because he's a believer, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ghidorah doesn't give a shit about these guys, but it's like anyone who's like a devout cult or religion where they're, devoting themselves to a being that doesn't give a shit about them. Like, because Ghidorah doesn't give a shit about these guys. Does not care at all. They chose to worship Ghidorah as a god, where Ghidorah just is Ghidorah. He was just do what he does regardless. So it's more or less, this movie is more or less about like the fanaticism of like this kind of cult-like mentality. So it's really about the people, not the monsters. So from the perspective of the people, it's a really interesting story. The problem is, it's just too damn one-sided. Like, that's all these movies are. It's just the people.
Which honestly, I don't give a shit about.
I mean, I don't mind. I mean, some of my favorite Godzilla movies have great human characters, but that's juxtaposed with, the monsters. You balance it out, that's great. But you can't just, have it be just about the people and nothing else.
Did he just brainwash him?
Essentially, yeah. He's luring him in. Because he's using, like, the mark of Ghidorah. He basically
That's what the eye is?
Yeah, he ripped out his own eye and put that in. See, all this stuff, it's creepy. It's creepy as hell.
It's very creepy.
And I like it.
But
Now-
the other half of the movie needs to be good.
Yeah, well, now cut to this and have this be a monster brawl. Like, have Godzilla be throwing Ghidorah into a
But
mountain.
he can't even touch Ghidorah.
That's my point. And it takes him a million years to, like, bitch slap him. Again, if you just take a freeze frame of this looks badass.
That's cool. Yeah, it's a cool image.
Yeah, but
it
we
looks
all
like
know
it's
it's not
been
going
It makes
anywhere.
great promotional material.
It did, because when we kept seeing all these pictures, I was like, whoa, I mean, look at that. That's
But
fucking
what's going to
cool.
happen here? Nothing.
Yeah.
Because it's one-sided as shit.
And to be fair, it's not like Ghidorah's really doing anything to him
fair.
either.
Like he's getting a tingle massage.
He's just got a bunch of nipple clamps on.
I love Godzilla's like spiked beard they gave him in this. That's a good look.
Yes, it is.
They need to keep that going for next movie.
Is this the end credits?
Did we just get a screensaver?
So now we're going into our Pink Floyd
Is this
version
what
of the movie.
it looks like when you get Ghidorah mind control?
Why is
Yeah, this movie's gonna turn to
destruction
Evangelion right now. By the way,
Into the future with it.
And with it, we fly to the future.
It is the proudest age in the Exos history. They predicted the end of time.
Yes, they have. It is seen.
Eternity does not exist. We already know that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone ever thought that the universe was infinite.
Like everybody knows.
Yeah, our physicists already tell us that now.
Yeah, our lowly Earth physicists.
From the 21st century.
I don't know,
We
maybe-
haven't even summoned
maybe a
Ghidorah
year
yet,
ago-
and we know that.
Maybe a year ago, Haruo was like standing on some cliff, like, this is all permanent. This is all forever.
Right. Man,
And his world's shattered now.
yeah. Well, I do like the conclusion that the universe is finite, so we should just destroy it now.
Yeah, it's a very much like a nihilistic mentality. Like, what is the point? Let's just cut to the chase. So again, conceptually speaking, like I keep saying it, conceptually, this is not a bad movie. It's got a lot of really cool
Well, they're saying
ideas.
okay, so their ultimate goal was to achieve like immortality, and upon discovering that was impossible because eventually there was an inevitable end.
Yeah, then they went the opposite direction.
Then we'll end it now,
Yeah,
and we'll end it for everyone because
it's pointless to go on when there's a finite end. Life is then by design inherently pointless.
yeah.
Well,
Remember back in the 21st century when, Godzilla did stuff? Like, again, the backstory to this movie, that Godzilla destroyed all the other monsters. Like, I'd rather see a prequel to this movie.
very much so.
Oh.
Oh, here's some juice.
It looks like the food rations, like a pack of cigarettes.
I know.
What did you guys live off? Smokes.
It's a good diet.
Meat.
Meat.
Have your meat
Meat-flavored
cigarettes. Oh, thanks.
Meat flavored cigarettes.
Wait,
There you go, kid.
Are these menthol?
Oh no, what's he doing to him? Stranger danger.
It's
Again,
okay, though.
freeze frame this right now. Super epic.
Well, I just wish the whole thing was like everything feels like it's in slow-mo when it comes to these guys, and I know
like,
because
they-
they're giant, they would be slower, or like
I guess you make the argument that's the drawback to having a Godzilla this big.
Like, they started the series.
But it's animated, so you can just do
Yeah,
whatever
fuck
you
it.
want.
But Godzilla can't exist because he's too big anyway. So
Yeah.
fuck it. Like, let's go.
It's
Who
just-
cares?
It's so annoying.
Like
that
all
they
this is
started
fine.
this.
Like this is cool. This like legitimately looks cool. So it's like, but eventually it's like,
Get somewhere with it.
yeah, Godzilla has got to do something in response because that's like what he always does.
Yeah.
Like, the first movie was all hyping up this giant Godzilla that was going to, like, destroy everything. And then the second was just like, let's build up a little bit on it. And then now he's doing nothing in the final finale.
It's like he's
and
singing.
Ghidorah's not even Ghidorah. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Again, you know what? I
Like,
would.
he could have started this way, but I feel like he should have merged into his final form and been him. you know?
Yeah. Again, even if that's all this fight was, where he's just basically just putting Godzilla in a submission hold, like at the very least, if he was just physically there, the full body, it's like, okay, we at least get what we didn't get with Mechagodzilla, which was the visual of the monster. But I kind of feel okay with Mechagodzilla, you didn't get the visual. Here, you get technically another monster, but it's super abstract, so you're not even really like it's King Ghidorah, but not really. And I'm just kind of like, can I just see?
I don't know. I'm totally fine with calling this King Ghidorah.
Oh, I am too, because
I
for
just
better
think-
for worse, it's what he is.
just think they just didn't do anything with it. I mean, it's cool. Like, honestly, like, everything about like the idea of King Ghidorah in this is really cool to me. It's just that
Again, just
they
execution.
didn't really do anything with it.
Yeah, I like the...
It was like they just told us what it was, but then like it didn't do anything.
I like the Lovecraftian shit behind it.
Yeah, again, that's a great idea for King Ghidorah, because if there's any monster in the Godzilla mythology that can kind of become that kind of thing, you know, King Ghidorah is definitely it. But then have fun with that. Like, really do more with it. Okay, I lied.
You did lie to
She
us.
does see this. She's in a dream.
You just want to go live with the twin soup.
Who doesn't?
I mean, yeah, there's two of them and only one of you.
Yeah, I mean,
And you're like, you know, dead. So.
I mean, you can come live with us too if you want.
I'll be okay with that.
Yeah.
Clearly, we're not the ones who have a problem with polygamy.
Yeah.
Stop being so selfish.
Right. You want me all to yourself? That's what I've never liked about you human girls.
Yeah, I love how he glows. Again, I really do dig the eyes, though. All the weird little...
Multiple.
Yeah, I like that.
Is he picking Godzilla up?
Yep.
Awesome.
Which, by the way, you realize how strong he has to be to lift up this Godzilla.
I mean, I don't think there's a cap on Ghidorah's strength, right?
Yeah.
He's just like a...
But this is literally picking up a mountain right here.
It's like just picking up a pillow, though, to him.
Well, see, what Godzilla needs to do is he just needs to go into Ghidorah's dimension, right? And he's like, and then he goes, "Guess what, motherfucker? Now we exist in the same dimension. I'm gonna kick your ass."
I mean, he would have to go to the other dimension to actually kick Ghidorah's ass. And that's where it is physically right now.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
He didn't bring his ass through.
Yeah, he didn't bring his ass
now?
in this
He
dimension.
left it. That's why he's like, that's why I'll never get my ass kicked. I leave my ass at home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, how about we just explore that?
He just sticks his head out the window and talks shit.
His ass is 40 seconds behind him.
In 40 seconds, I'm going to kick your ass.
His reply was, "Your butthole
I've seen it already, but it won't happen until another 40 seconds from now.
Seriously, I love
That's my review, like, tagline. Another 40 seconds in this movie could have been great.
I mean, you're not wrong, apparently.
Why is this little land he's in so Matrixy?
And now he's going to start... So yeah, they're basically kind of saying, like, really kind of the sequence of events that led to Godzilla. So this is cool right here. I like how they show, like, okay, you know, the formula for, like, atomic energy and how it basically was like a domino effect throughout history that ultimately led to Godzilla.
And then to King.
Well, like King Ghidorah was like the same thing on another dimension. So basically, they're saying these beings are like they are the inevitable results of like life, because we will ultimately create life that will just destroy itself. So you're seeing the atomic bomb. So I like how they're tying Godzilla back to a nuclear allegory. He's not nuclear himself like he was originally, but they're basically saying like the nuke was like the catalyst that got it all started. Like it was the first domino to fall, basically. So it's kind of, again, it's a more abstract way of doing it, but I like how they kind of harken it back to that. Now, pretty soon, we're gonna get another monster. Oh boy. So, yep, now we see Mothra's egg.
I feel like it's a little too late for Mothra to do anything about this.
Oh, I never said she's gonna do anything in this movie.
There's another.
Have you not been like picking up on the trend here? It's too late for Mothra to do anything. You think she was gonna do anything? I said Mothra.
To Basically, nobody can do anything.
One does not simply do anything.
One does not simply do.
So, like, yeah, basically Mothra's like this unborn kaiju. So she's really more like metaphysical. There you go. There's the Mothra cry. All right, everyone keep their eyes open.
Is that seriously going to be it?
And I love how for him that's like a rival god. All right, so what do we think of this new Mothra, guys? What's the take on it?
So they don't even fucking show her. She's just silhouetted.
That's it. That was Mothra.
But, I mean, that's not it, right? Like she's gonna do something.
Nope, that was it.
Like she did it.
That's what she did.
That was all she did.
So she fucked up his dream plane.
So basically, we just saw like a psychic projection of Mothra.
Yeah, because technically Mothra is even not even born. So Mothra is essentially just projecting herself.
Oh yeah, okay, that's great. I'm so happy for her.
So essentially, she's like
observation.
She's like a slumbering god, basically.
Yeah, it's probably that guy.
Throw him off the cliff. You're right there. Okay, well there he's almost whole.
Well, yeah, you see the silhouette of his body.
It's not
That's
even
stupid.
That's the only way you see it.
Fucking cock teasing. Come on, guys.
That's been this whole trilogy you're talking about.
I know.
It's all been a cock tease.
Well, the funny thing is, the most Godzilla action we've had was in the first one, and that wasn't even the real Godzilla.
It was his baby.
Yeah.
Right? It was a little baby Godzilla.
So I'm just saying, like, this whole movie... And again, maybe that was the idea. We're going to subvert expectation. I'm like, no, don't do that. Just give me what I expect. That's the reason why I like these movies.
You can present it in a way that's like subverted, but they're just not even... They're subverting so much that they're just not doing anything.
Yeah, and that's kind of where the movie... Again, like making King Ghidorah a weird Lovecraftian monster. Okay, that's cool. That's different. But having, like, you know, the weird face and the weird... Okay, but still have him be physically there on the ground.
I want to talk to somebody that likes these. Actually, I take that back. But I would just like to hear, like, from somebody that likes these movies, like, why?
Yeah.
I really liked the first one. I thought it was going to lead somewhere.
I'm like, I don't know who these movies were made for.
I did like the first one, but yeah.
These clearly aren't made for Godzilla fans.
But I liked the first one mainly because it got me hyped for the, like, more.
Yeah, right.
And then it just didn't.
Right, yeah, because when the first one came out, it was like, oh, there's going to be a trilogy of these, like, cool, and then but it's like, oh my gosh, who was the real Godzilla? That Godzilla's huge. Oh my god, I can't wait to see what he's going to do.
And then he didn't do.
He watched a little bit, and then he fell asleep.
So right here, it's interesting. He's from the first movie when that ship of all the old people blew up. You actually find out now the reason why it blew up was like one of the cultists was on the ship and blew it up and they did so to kind of set Haru off. Huh. So basically, they were just using it as dom. They knew that would be like the proverbial straw that broke the back. Essentially, he needed that push to go become militant. So he's basically been like playing him this entire time. Mm-hmm. Again, all great setup, a great build-up, but it has to lead to something. And by something, I don't mean just an emotional resolution just for the human character. I mean, that's important. But on the monster side, we need that, you know.
This guy gives me the heebies.
Kid is like, holy shit, am I tripping right now? See, there's almost just like 2D animation right here.
It is.
Look how much better that looks. It's like, don't tease me that way. Oh, why couldn't it look this way? It's almost worse if they put this in the movie. And that hand looks like a Stay Puft Marshmallow hand, by the way.
Yeah.
That was a baby hand.
I know, but it looked more like a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
No, babies are weird and puffy.
Maybe it is a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, and he'll show up and do something in this movie.
Listen, don't get
Someone's got to.
He did something in Ghostbusters.
Is he Gojira's god is the Marshmallow Man?
Oh my gosh.
Wait.
Is he gonna gouge his eyes out?
Wait, what?
Push him off. We're stabbing. Come on. Do something, Haro.
There's nothing to do. No one can do anything.
He could stab him in the eyes.
The way this is played out, no one can do anything.
Oh. Glass eye.
Oh, he actually did do.
So now you realize that was the way Ghidorah maintained his non-corporeal state. That was his link to his dimension. So now that Ghidorah is physical, we're gonna have a brawl. Get ready for the brawl.
Is he just gonna push him over and Ghidorah's gonna cry and leave?
Get ready. Get ready. The showdown.
Shut up.
I hate you.
Oh, it's going down, baby. Look at his face. He's like, I'm gonna fuck you up in the most violent way possible.
I'm not even sure what I'm seeing.
He pushed him with his tail, I guess.
I just see massive Godzilla.
Oh yeah, he had to land.
I love that. But look at the devastation of him just touching down. That is insane. Again, this is literally dropping a mountain. Bye.
Goodbye. You are dead. I'm kind of confused on Haru was just like mind controlled on that guy's lap for like 20 minutes. And then all of a sudden he has a hold of his face.
Well, he was snapping out of it.
Yeah.
They were kind of like fighting each other psychically.
Okay.
So there's one down.
So, but he didn't do anything.
He pushed him, so he destroyed him.
Oh. He looks sad.
Okay,
it's
that's...
like this Godzilla knew he was in this movie, and he was just sad.
So they summoned him to kill Godzilla, but...
Because it was going to be like a cheat. Like, well, technically we know Godzilla can't touch him. Where are you going?
He's so majestic.
It really is, though. Like,
I do like his atomic breath.
yeah.
I like everything about this Godzilla. I just
He's
want
beautiful.
more of him.
He just needs to be in a better movie trilogy.
He really does.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the visuals in these movies are also cool.
Get your dimension out of my dimension.
Go back to where you left your ass.
Or I'm gonna kick it.
Fuck you. But see, that's the thing. This Godzilla is like so powerful.
Fuck you with your interdimensional ass.
That he doesn't even need to fight anything. He just uses the atomic breath. He just blows it away. Like, and goodbye. But the fact you see it from space, that's insane.
Alright, so Godzilla's there.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's really big. But so is the Earth. So it's like, take humanity, go like...
That's what I said in the first movie. Go on the other side of the earth and move
It
so
was-
slow.
It would take him generations to get over there.
Exactly.
And you know what?
And he's like
5 movies.
And he like stops for a nap every 30 minutes.
Just build some drones that monitor him, and then
Get some
humanity
RVs, and you can just move.
Just build a mobile city. We'll call it Mecha Godzilla. That humanity lives on, and it just like it walks at the same pace as Godzilla, but in the opposite direction around the Earth. And
Just the longest chase in centuries.
Literally.
By the way, in case you guys saw that Godzilla was slumbering again.
Yeah. Of course he is. He had to move for like 2 minutes. So.
Moving's hard.
He shot a lot of atomic breaths.
He
okay?
shot a lot of.
Needs a little-
To be
he needs a
fair,
little nap.
he shot a lot of.
Godzilla's
To
getting
be
a little
fair.
old. Okay, he's not the same Godzilla that we remember.
from the last movie where he could walk for like 40 minutes before eating.
Yeah, now he's only got a few breaths in him.
So yeah, like he's basically saying, like, okay, you temporarily, basically you just kind of banish Ghidorah, but as long as humanity strives to kind of achieve, basically, Ghidorah will always return. Like, it is kind of the inevitable equation of the universe. Like, it will ultimately always lead back to Ghidorah.
Yeah. Well, we got Godzilla. So.
Yeah, we got Godzilla now to stop that.
As long as Ghidorah doesn't attack.
Over him?
Dude, kill that son of a bitch.
He was basically raised by him.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like trying to kill all of the Earth would make me change my mind about someone.
It's gonna take some time.
I also think too he pities him to some degree because he feels bad. Like, wow, that you guys felt in such a way where you felt that was the only way to live was to bring about an end to life. Like,
let's get rid of our guns.
Well, basically, they're saying, yeah, we need to basically turn it back to technology. Basically, we need to stop progressing as like human beings because it ultimately will lead to Ghidorah. Like, we now know the definitive end to the universe is Ghidorah. So we basically there is no point in progressing technologically anymore. There is no point because
then you might as well just fucking kill yourself.
Well, no.
What happens when Godzilla, like, you know?
There's no point.
Well, no,
you're not gonna make the iPhone. Just die.
Well, basically, they said, okay, you basically been viewing these guys as like the primitives, when in actuality, they're the way to live. There's within the context of this universe because they are not going to bring about.
You know, you could keep those. They're still the dangerous wildlife.
Did they just run out of budget for this last part? Like, what the hell?
Yeah, this is all like.
I think it's supposed to be kind of like.
It works in anime, and I feel like it doesn't work as well.
It worked better if they were like when they did like the whole 2D thing with his parents.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So we actually see the faces of these other people.
This
the
now?
men,
looks,
the males.
Bad. It looks weird. They all look kind of derpy.
The fuck you doing?
So, can we get naked now?
Can we take off these stupid suits now?
Sup, twins?
You want to make some soup? Yep, and now she's pregnant.
Which one?
Light up.
The nice one.
Yeah, because that was the nice one.
Why is he still wearing the pants? Guess he's not good enough to wear their outfits.
There's a bit coming up here I do like though. Yeah, because for them, they wouldn't have even remember. He would probably been too young to really remember anything. Mm-hmm. So basically, he was using now her, the kind of.
So she's gonna be the robot now?
Well, she now is technically she's not dead. She's basically just brain dead.
But he's doing exactly what the other guy said, right?
Yeah, not to do. See, and he's getting like here's the Ghidorah noise, basically like, see, this is the domino effect. This is how it all starts again. It's this moment right here. This is.
But he could just destroy it and make that.
And kill that guy.
Or is it too late already?
Well.
Huh.
Kind of wish this scene thing was like the beginning yellow shit we saw. That was like Ghidorah's thing.
Because visually they look cool. So he realizes now that as long as the technology, any form of it exists, humanity is doomed. They're going to go back down that route. They will never choose the right decision. So you essentially have to remove the choice for them.
But it could just end up where they are now, and just keep going in that cycle. A little change.
Well, he again, if there's no temptation, he knows we can do that because what choice do we have? But humanity has shown that as long as there's a choice, humanity will always choose the wrong one. Humanity is self-destructive, so if there's a choice that can be made that will destroy them, that is the path.
Oh, so he's got to kill her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is she even alive at this point, though? Like, really?
I think her body is just like in a coma essentially, but technically it's alive.
Her body's alive, but her brain is gone. Like she's a vegetable essentially, but her body still contains the nanotech.
Okay, good to talk.
Yeah, see, that's the thing with them. They don't have the internal conflict of kind of the self-destructive nature. So she doesn't really understand.
Yeah.
For him, he realizes basically he says, "You guys are the ideal."
Did he just call them all beasts? Kind of.
Kind of, sort of, but he basically kind of putting a positive spin. I was like, yeah, but whereas before we would have thought that's a negative, in actuality, that's the right way to be. Basically, is what he's saying, and he's now kind of realizing that.
So he's just gonna take her and leave Earth, I guess?
Nope.
Oh.
He's gonna kill himself and
choose a losing battle
and leave his baby behind.
Well, because for him, the way he looks at it is he still carries the hatred for God. That's why you hate Godzilla. And when she says no, because she recognizes that Godzilla is just a force of nature, and he's incapable of doing that, but he knows he should. So he wants to just erase the last remaining kind of negativity of humanity in one go. He realizes it's wrong to hate Godzilla, but he can't help but hate him. See, I don't even think Godzilla would realize he's. I don't think Godzilla really care. Again, the fact that he's so big, I'm just kind of I don't really think that's a.
They could have done so much with
all in a day's work.
So stupid that he did that.
I mean, again, I get the idea behind it. He's basically saying, as long as I live, I'll never be able to get over my shit.
But he's got the twins, I think that would help you.
Yeah, again, effective.
Well, it's just so dumb that, I don't know, he just gets up without saying anything to the chick, and it's just yeah, I'm fine, and then goes and kills himself.
I mean, I thought
and then
he was just
they
wouldn't
understand. And they're about to have a baby.
I know, it's
maybe that's why he did it. That's the real reason.
Both.
Yeah,
he's
maybe.
both selfish and selfless somehow.
Again, I get.
No, I think it was 100% selfish move.
Yeah, I mean, again, at the end of the day, I give Toho all kinds of credit for trying new things, and whenever you try new things, you're not always going to have winners. I mean, I don't think this could have been as bad. I think they could have definitely, salvaged more.
Yeah.
But I don't know. But sometimes
it could have been not as bad.
It definitely didn't need to be.
Yeah. But on the flip side, because of that, when they do their own movies again in 2021, I don't think it's going to be... They're going to be like, okay, the pendulum's going to swing back.
Well, yeah, they want to experiment with the anime.
Yeah, especially now that we have Godzilla King of the Monsters coming out. They're going to we know what
it's like want. You can do something different without it being...
Shit.
Yeah.
Being too... Well, different's good, but it still has to be what it is. It still has to be a Godzilla movie, because it's Godzilla. But anyway, that concludes the epic Godzilla animated trilogy. And I doubt very much this will be the last time we see Godzilla in animated form in some way. I'm sure they'll do something else at some point, which I hope they do. But anyway...
They really should. Yeah,
they really, really should. But yeah, thank you as always for listening. We appreciate it, and we will catch you in the next one. Peace!
Peace.
Bye.
Peace.